Getting started now. Okay, Leo.
Okay.
Thanks for coming along.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what year were you born?
I was born on the 14th of July 1927.
And where were you born?
I was born in Jakarta, Indonesia. It was, and then at that time it was called Batavia, when it was still the Dutch East Indies.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 1927?
1927.
So you were 12 years old when the war started?
12 years, no, a little bit older than that.
In 1939?
And no, the war started for us.
Ah, yes.
The war started for us and actually at the end of 1941 when they bombed Pearl Harbor.
Okay,
You know.
and the Japanese came to Indonesia in 1942?
In 1942 they invaded, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what was life like before the Japanese came?
It was paradise for us. It was absolute, the best life we could ever imagine.
So you were happy?
Absolutely, everybody was.
All right. Could you tell me what you saw and what you experienced when you first saw the Japanese army in your village where you were?
Well, I was in a big city, in Bandung, that's in the east part of Java. In the beginning they said, oh, they are humane.
Okay.
That was said, yeah. Okay, but after 3 or 4 days, right? No, we said no, because the how they call it, the shock troops, yeah, that were landing, that were all Koreans.
Okay.
Yeah, big bastards, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, much bigger than the Japanese themselves.
Right.
Yeah. And really they were cruel bastards. Yeah, they shot and they raped and they pelted everything.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. That's what they did in the beginning. Yeah.
They shot people, they raped women, and they stole things.
Yeah, they start raping right away, and they didn't shoot just like that. It's just that when you did anything at all, they shot, right?
Could you give me an example? Like, I remember talking to a Filipino man, and he said if you looked a Japanese soldier in the eye,
yeah,
he would shoot you because you were being defiant. Is that?
Well, no, not really that. Not in the beginning. Not in the beginning when they were trying to establish themselves over there. I can imagine, because they were strange there, and the Japanese troops were walking into Bandung, because Bandung is in the highlands of West Java. And Jakarta is on the coast, Surabaya is on the coast. Was that city also? We were in the highlands of Bandung, actually I would say the best part of Indonesia. Yeah, and they marched in there, and in the beginning we thought, well, you mean they didn't do anything, but as the first thing they did, they were imprisoning all the military, yeah, all the people in uniform. Yeah. Right away they put them in camps, yeah, in big camps, and of course the women wanted to visit them.
Yes, yes.
The camps. And so I was witness to the fact that there were two, the guys were behind a barbed wire, yeah, without any warning. He saw his couple of, I said there were three men. They saw their wives outside there, and they walked to them and they were shot right on sight, and they left their bodies over the barbed wire as an example.
Who was shot? The women or the men?
No, the men.
The soldiers,
yeah,
the prisoners?
Yeah, the prisoners were shot.
Why were they shot?
Well, because they were defying the Japanese rule, what they say.
So they were just instantly shot?
And yeah, they were shot, and they just like the Japanese think they were escaping, but it was not. They were just trying to get to their wife outside there, not far from the entrance. And after that, we knew then what kind of cruel people they were.
And did you see anything like that, or was that just something that you heard?
No, I saw that. Everybody was to see over those bodies laying over the barbed wire. Yeah, they left them there for a week. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Just left them just as an example, because they were saying you cannot defy the rules. They were told you stay behind the wire, and if you don't obey us, that's you have the consequences, and that's what they did.
Well, were you kept as a prisoner?
No, not in the Japanese, because I was too young then. Not in the Japanese occupation. I was
A teenager?
I was a teenager then, yeah. But a lot of my friends, and there was a big, what can I say? My father was working for the railroads. Yeah, he was at a very essential position there, take care of all the trains were running on time.
Just a moment. What is this? Okay, Leo.